Welcome to Onshape for Makers, where we take great ideas, make 3D models, take them to the shop, or take them to the 3D printer and manufacture parts. This is not an engineering endeavor, this is a manufacturing guy's thing. We're going to learn how to make something called a shark arm. It looks complicated, but if you take it logically one piece at a time, it's actually fairly simple to build. The original model came from the YouTube channel Too Tall Toby or the website tootalltoby.com. They do speed modeling over there, unbelievably fast. You can go over there, there's all kinds of resources that are worth your time to go take a look at. Tonight, this is the drawing. This is the contest drawing. It is a little bit different to what you would expect the normal drawing to look like, which is part of contesting. When you're hunting down dimensions and trying to go as fast as you can, it makes life very interesting. However, I redrew it for our purposes tonight. If you look, we have basically a circle, cylinder, a cylinder here. We have a conic that goes in between, and then we have an off-axis boss that sticks up. But really the off-axis boss, if you look at it, is square except for the rounded top and where it fits in here. But we will build it out of these four shapes. We'll take a large and a small piece of rod stock. We'll take a conic section, a cubic block, and put them together and end up making our part. When we get through, we will assign a material density to it. I'll show you how to do that. And then we will check the mass of the property to make sure we have a valid size model. Okay, starting out in my free Onshape account in a blank folder, I'm going to create a new document. The name of the document will be Shark or whatever. It really doesn't matter. We're going to start off with the hamburger menu. Set the workspace units to inches, set the mechanical mass default units to pounds, and green check mark. We're going to go to the front plane. We're going to start a sketch. N for normal. Pull it up, draw a circle using C for circle or whatever. We're going to draw a 3-inch diameter circle. And we're going to draw let's see, we use drill to do the other one. Let's draw the move out horizontally following the dotted yellow line. Put in a 1.5 diameter circle. Go to D for dimension between the two. And the magic number for that is 6. If things go out of frame, F is in frame, we'll move it back in, and here we go. So we now have the two cylinders we need. We can go ahead and draw one more thing while we're here. We need to draw something we can revolve to make the cone. So we're going to the line tool, go anywhere on the line, double click anywhere over here, and that puts us with lines that are attached to the edge of the circle, but not necessarily tangent. To do tangent, we'll do either tangent constraints by pulling down and picking, or we can just type in T for tangent, and that will bring up your tangent tool up here. And then you want to window select by pull down and move left. In Onshape, there's two window selects. There's move left and move right. If you move left, everything the window touches, whether it's inside the window or just crosses the window, will be selected. If you move to the right as you select, only things that are contained fully inside the window. If it crosses the window and goes out the window, it will not be selected. In this case, we want to select both of these, so we'll just pull to the left, select, and now we have a tangent line. We want to draw from this tangent point straight down to the edge of the plane, which is a horizontal relationship to the origin. Then we'll pull across Let's don't do that. Let's catch another line, pull straight down over here, pull down even with the origin, click, and then pull across and draw. And what that gives us this enclosed area we can rotate to make our conical body, whatever. So OK on the section, on the sketch. We're going to select the larger circle, go to extrude, go to symmetric. It is 4.25 for the depth. And that will get us symmetric, and also Onshape will hide our sketch. It's a feature, I guess. We'll select the other circle, go to extrude, go to symmetric. This one is 2 inches. Click, and we now have our first 2 parts. What we need now is this section right here to revolve, and there are really trick ways to do it, but the easy way, at least for me to do it, is just hide these 2 parts over here and get back to the sketch, and then we will select our shape. We will go up to revolve, axis for revolve. We're going to select that axis, and then before we hit the green check mark, we're going to reshow part 1, reshow part 2, and we're going to go back to the menu and select add and merge with all, and that will make 3 parts into 1, and now we have the better part of the thing finished. All we really need is that non-planar boss off of the top. To get it, we can start a new sketch from the front plane. So we'll select front, select sketch, go in for normal. If your sketch 1 is still showing, you can hide it and get rid of a bunch of trash. Now, this is a 3-inch long line at 35 degrees, and there are several ways to do it. The way I normally do it is just draw a line. And I'm going to draw my line whatever. It doesn't make any difference what length it is. Hit escape, and then I'm going to go to D for dimension. I'm going to dimension between that line and the horizontal line at 35 degrees. And then I'm going to select tangent and do a window select, pulling left. And, oh, that was my bad. This I can see part 1, but if you really look, it's not in your sketch. The only thing you currently have in your sketch is 1 line. So what we need to do is to do a convert and convert this edge from the part to your current sketch. So we will go use or project. We will click in the center, and now when you do it, you have this trace of that cylinder in your current sketch environment. Now we can go back to T for tangent, select it, and it almost is tangent, but not quite. There is an extend we can select, or you can use the X key, either way. And we're going to select that line, select that circle, click a second time, nope, and hit escape, and we are now tangent at 35 degrees. If we go to D for dimension, pull up, type in 3 inches, we will now have the half we need for up to the face. To draw the face, we'll go to line, start on this end, and when you're at 90 degrees to it, that line will highlight. You can see it right here, it'll highlight. We can pull down until we're down even with the horizontal plane here. And then we will draw across to the origin, and then we will draw 1 more line, and that gives us a closed area. We will use that to make the square part. You're through with this, so we want to highlight those parts. We want to redisplay our original part. Go to Extrude, go to Add, go to Symmetric, and the width of that is 2 inches. We will type in check mark, and we have everything but the rounded top. Shift and P as in Paul will get rid of all of those sketches and lines you're looking at. What we can do is to make this fully round, we can go to the fillet tool, select full round, select one surface, select the second surface, select the surface we want to round, and a green check mark, and we now have our fully rounded surface fitted completely. That by far is the easy way to do this one. All we lack is a hole here, 2 holes in the side, and we are through. So I'm going to select this and type in N and get the drawing normal and space bar to kill it. And then we're going to take the hole tool. The hole tool is a marvelous thing. It's got unbelievable capabilities hidden in it. But we're going to use simple, start from the part, go all the way through with a custom size of 1.75. If we go to a mate connector and we select the edge of this circle, it will put a mate connector at the center of the circle automatically, and when you click, you get a hole at the center of the circle. You don't need a sketch. So we're going to click. We're going to come down to this surface. We're going to start the hole tool. We're going to go to, that's a 0.75, so I can just delete that off, select the mate connector, click the edge again, and I have a hole there. The only other thing we lack is this hole right here. And that hole is a counterbore hole, so we will see something new in the hole tool now. From the hole tool, we will change simple to counterbore, and suddenly the whole menu changes. We're still on start from part. We're not through all. We are now at a blind depth. On the blueprint, you will see where it has a 0.625 hole, and the depth of the 0.625 hole is 2.75, and it has a counterbore diameter of 1.25, and it has a counterbore depth of 0.25. Now all we need to do is catch the mate connector again, click right on the edge, and it will put our hole in. Click the green check mark, and the only thing we lack finishing up is the keyway. We can put the keyway in by selecting the outer surface here. We can go to sketch, and now we're just drawing on this surface, but that's okay. N for normal. We want to convert this diameter so we can use it, so we'll go to the convert or project entity. When you select it, you get the circle. You also get the center point. There are a dozen ways to do the rectangle. My favorite, or to do the keyway, my favorite is with a rectangle, and I come up to the rectangle tool, take the center point, rectangle, find the center point of the circle, and go down a little ways following the yellow line. Then click, pull over, pull down. It doesn't really matter how far you pull as long as you're inside this blue area. The width of that is 0.5, so auto dimension is set up with the box around it. I type in 0.5 and it does an auto dimension. I'm going to escape out of that. I'm going to go to dimension, and I'm going to dimension from the center of that circle to the bottom of the keyway, and that dimension is 1.125. This is blue, and it doesn't make any difference. If you want rid of it, you can make it coincident between these two by selecting the coincident restraint. Select the blue line, select the center of the circle, and everything turns black. We're going to green check mark. We're going to select the keyway material, go to extrude, remove. We're going through all, green check mark, and we are through with the part. We have finished everything. We need to assign material to this part. To assign material to the part, right-click the word Part 1 under the parts list, select Assign Material. We'll go to Custom. Material would be my favorite thing from back in the day. 2.818E minus 1 would be the density for steel, at least as far as Toby's contest is concerned. We'll do a check mark to assign that. And then we'll come over and pick a mass properties icon in the bottom right hand corner, select part, drag this over, and it should say 11.7 right here. If it says 11.7, we have a winner. If it doesn't, you can start hunting for problems with it. Anything else? Oh, to make it look good, right click on the part, so edit appearance, pick any color you like, select green check mark, and you now have a colored part. If you wish to color like the holes, you can come over and you can highlight the call out for the hole tool feature, right click on it, add appearance to 3 features, and pick a color, and now you have nice silver things. If we had wanted to also color the extrusion for the keyway, we could have done that. Now the whole thing will be silver, but that's how you make it look good once you finish. Have a good one, enjoy it, talk to you later.